When you're starting to apply predator awareness training, it's not the mode of transportation to delivery to the cattle that's important, whether it's a horse, a foot, four-wheeler. It is the stockmanship skill that you're going to apply. These cattle have recently been processed. They're not used to working afoot. And I'm gathering these to show that the stockmanship skill is what's important, not the mode of transportation. What we are trying to achieve with predator awareness training is the response of the standing solution. When a predator applies pressure, that response from fear often is fight or flight. That is what our assistant and our stockmanship skills are trying to eliminate. By creating a herd posture and movement within that herd posture, you are eliminating the reaction of flight. With added training, you will soon develop the defensive herd posture of predator awareness. We often, by moving our livestock from rear pressure, promote the chase. Our effort in training predator awareness to our cattle is to eliminate the chase and promote the standing solution. By eliminating rear pressure and moving the cattle from the forward position of the reverse parallel, you establish a herd that moves quietly and softly. By always promoting the herd group instead of individualization, you soon create a herd that has a defensive posture of predator awareness. Gates are their own issue. When you're working by yourself, you don't want to just leave the gate open. The cattle will learn to run through a chase scenario. So gates are part of grouping cattle. Stop the cattle, allow them to group and stand, and then open the gate, use the reverse parallel, and let them single through. If you're working in pairs, one person should stand at the gate, open the gate holding the cattle in place. The other person at the back can stand and hold the cattle also. The person by the gate will initiate movement with the reverse parallel. These small efforts at the gate will help create the defensive posture of the herd. In training our cattle with predator awareness, we have two types of assistants in our dogs. We have the predator awareness dog and we have a stock dog. The stock dog is the initial contact dog for the cattle. He controls and helps us in the management of movement. The predator awareness training dog is not a good dog to initiate the first contact with livestock. Cattle must be preconditioned to accept the predator awareness training, and the stock dog is the answer to that preconditioning. In the effort of training your cattle with predator awareness, the goal is the defensive posture of the herd. The predator awareness dog is the pseudo-predator. He mimics the wolf in pressure and teaches the cattle to stand in a defensive posture. By encouraging the herd group, cattle soon replace the reaction of fear with the response of a defensive posture of the herd. I've had many discussions on methods to deter predators. One is that we breed meaner cattle. To that I ask, in Yellowstone National Park, wolves can already take down a mature buffalo bull. How can we breed something tougher than that? And why would we want to? I also hear a lot about changing laws. And like breeding, that's a long-term fix. Predator awareness is something that we can address this issue instantly. We can start this program as soon as we want, anywhere we want, and it's our decision to have our cattle respond to a predator's presence in a way that can deter predation. By encouraging herding instead of individualization, through our stockmanship skills, we can produce cattle that are quieter and easier to handle and yet can posture into a defensive pattern to deter predators. And the next step in the process for these cattle will be an introduction to the predator awareness training assistant. The predator awareness dog. Thank you for your time.